Let's talk about everything you need to start sewing in 2026, including the cost. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are talking about all the supplies, all the tools you need to get started with sewing in 2026, including the cost of all of it. Now, my two assumptions going in are first, I'm just going to give you the prices for everything new. You may be able to find these cheaper used. And second, these are just all my experiences and what I saw looking online. So, first, you are going to need a sewing machine. Now, there are lots of different sewing machines out there. You can get a good beginner sewing machine for around $150 to $250. My machine, the kind of like current version of it, is around $159 on Amazon today. I would recommend going with Brother as a brand new sewer if that's something that you are looking to do. I haven't had any issues really with the sewing machine. The biggest issue that does come up is it can have a little difficulty working with thicker fabrics. But again, when you were just first starting off, this is absolutely amazing. I love it, and it is relatively cheap compared to other sewing machines. There are other brands and models of sewing machines out there, so definitely do your research. But in my opinion, I haven't had an issue with a Brother sewing machine. And then, of course, this is one of those items that if you go to a thrift store or a yard sale or you have a family friend, they may have an old sewing machine you can use. But sticking with new, just make sure it has your basic stitches, a back stitch, and an ability to change the tension on your machine. Next up, you are going to need an iron. When it comes to sewing, you want to press out your seams, and you do sort of want an iron that you can change the temperature on slightly. So different fabrics will require different heat. So if you have the ability, that would be great. Mine also does come with this like little button that you can add like more presses of steam. So really useful. An iron will be anywhere from around $20 to $40. They can really vary in price as well. Well, they'll get very expensive very fast. You do not need a super hundreds of dollar iron. You can go with one that's around $20 to $40 to get you started, but just be sure you can change the temperature on it. Next, moving over to our notions, you're going to need some thread. Now, for threads, especially when you're first starting off, you can just do the neutral colors. You do not need one of these whole variety packs. I like the variety packs for myself because I make different garments and I want the thread to match what color fabric I'm using. But just for beginning, you can just go with whites, blacks, grays, browns, sort of those neutral colors, and it will match most fabrics, especially if you are not making garment type clothes. Now, for threads, you are going to want good quality thread. It was going to work the best with your machine, provide the least amount of issues. I like Coats and Clarks. You can get one for around $6.99. You can also just get packs of them. So I got like a 6-pack for like $15 at one point. So really cheap. So lots of different ways that you can get thread, but just make sure it's that good quality thread so you're not messing with your machine at all. And then you're going to need some pins. So for pins are pretty cheap. You can get like 50 to 100 of them for like $5. Sometimes that will even come with a container or like a little pin cushion. I like those bigger pointed pins just so that's a little easier to see. And then you can also get quilting clips. Quilting clips are just a different style. They can kind of hold fabric a little bit better when it's thicker fabrics, I think. So I would highly recommend playing around with each one. Quilting clips also are cheap, like $3.99 to $4.99, so nothing super expensive here, just to see which one you do prefer. But if you only want to get one, I'd highly recommend going with the pins, just so that it is something that you can use again and again. You can use it with all fabrics, and it is a great way just to get started and better understand. Now, similar to pins, you are going to want a couple hand sewing needles. These also very cheap. You can get like a pack of like 20 for like $5. So highly recommend having some of those on hand too when you get started. So next we are going to talk about chalk or some sort of way to mark your fabric. Now for this, you can get this really cheap, like $2.99 to $3.99 for just one thing of chalk. You can also get these packs of chalk that come with different colors depending on the type of fabric and color you're using. I really love this just because it came with so many different colors, so it works on a lot of different fabrics, but you can get some that come with like blue and white, which would definitely get you started when you're first starting out sewing for like $3.99. So a lot of different options there and really cheap, really great product to have. Then, if you got a brand new sewing machine in the little accessories bag, it probably came with some spare bobbins. But if you got a used machine, it may not have these. I would highly recommend getting some bobbins to have on hand. You can get them pre-wound, so they already come with thread, or you can just get empty bobbins. Empty ones are going to be around like $5 for a pack of like 10, and then pre-wound will be more around $15–20. I would also recommend getting a measuring tape. You will need this for all the measuring that comes with sewing. These are really cheap though, and it's almost always like a free gift you can get from some fabric stores. If you spend X amount, you'll get a measuring tape. So they're fantastic to have on hand. You can get like 2 of them for $3 on Amazon, so really cheap as well. And then with that, I would also recommend though having some sort of small plastic ruler. These can just be really great for checking your seam allowance, doing very quick little updates. The one that I have is a little bit more expensive. It came as part of a kit, but you can get them for like $3 to $4, and it'll be a pack of like 3 tiny little plastic rulers, just so you can have it on hand. And when you are learning about seam allowance, to see what your seam allowance looks like. I find it a little easier to use than the larger measuring tape, and it's something quick, easy I can just whip out. Now, something you've probably heard about a lot are fabric scissors. You want a good pair of fabric scissors, and you also want to make sure that it is a good quality brand for these. There are lots of different fabric shears that you can get out there. They can really range in price. I love Fisker. That's who I use. I think these ones were around $20. It looked like today you could get some for $15 on Amazon. But if you go on to Amazon and just put fabric shears, you'll see that they really range to like almost $50–$75. You don't need something that expensive when you're first starting out. You just want to make sure that you have a pair of fabric shears that are dedicated to only fabric. So sometimes people will start to use, their regular scissors that they have on hand. You want to keep those away. So your fabric scissors are only for fabric, and then you'll have another pair of scissors that maybe that's just your regular house scissors that you can use for paper, plastic, opening things. Those fabric shears just only for fabric though. And then you are going to want a seam ripper. Again, if you got a brand new sewing machine that came with a little accessories kit, most likely a seam ripper is in there. If not though, you can get packs of seam rippers for like $4.99, and it'll come with like 4 of them. So they're really cheap, really easy to get. Sometimes you can see some that are a little bit more expensive because they're ergonomic. So something to look into if you want more of an ergonomic feature. And then for fabric can be all different prices. When you're first starting off, you could get like these fabric scrap bags from local fabric stores. I got this one for like $9.99. It came with a ton of fabric, both small and big pieces. But if you want larger pieces, you could go to thrift stores, you could go to yard sales to get old clothes, so especially cotton clothes, and you can work on those. If you have old sheets or curtains around your house you're not using. And then of course you could go to a fabric store, but I know those are a little bit harder to find. Basically, you just want to look for cotton material that you can play around, sew with. So lots of different places you can get that, and it's probably going to be $10 or under, especially when you're first starting off. Lots of different places to go. So if we keep everything near the lower range, we're looking at around $250 to $275 for starting off sewing. I have linked all of these items in my Amazon storefront as well in case you want to see even more prices. Let me know your best tips and tricks for getting deals on any of these. Again, there's so many different items you can get with sewing. These are just some of the basics that I put together. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.